Okay, so we're on to day 2 of Final Fantasy 2 on the PSP. So I've connected up with a real PSP. Got a component cable sticking out there on the 3000 model, and that's connecting up to my usual capture device, and that is going to my TV and my laptop. So that's the setup. That's what I'm playing. Now I started this yesterday and I've named my characters in it after some of the subscribers on my channel, so thank you guys. Got my first, thank you very much CloudyMusic for the follow, much appreciated. So I got my first guest NPC character. Well, it's not really an NPC because you can actually choose what he does. Got some very basic magic on the go. Because he's a guest character, he's got loads of stuff. Not that I've used it. Switched up the equipment, so I've got like a berserker woman with 2 axes hacking away. We've got the main character with a bow. And we've got the big heavy guy with a sword rather than an axe, so I've decided to switch up some of the equipment on these guys to do something a bit different. I end up getting stuck with the woman doing the bow and it doesn't work out very well, so double axe for her. Keeping him to just broadsword at the moment, might switch it around when we get better equipment in the game. I can't remember how long this guy sticks around. It's been a long time since I played this game, but it's my first time playing on PSP, so we'll see how it goes. Now last time I just got the canoe, and I've just moved over to past the lake, and I believe this is the town I'm supposed to be going to next. There's a random ship there which you can't go in, so let's go into the town, see if there's any money I can spend. So this is the town of Paloon. You folks wouldn't be looking to book a passage on a ship, would you? For just 32 gil, we'll see you safely to Poft. Okay. We'll just go around the town though first. The Empire hasn't attacked Paloon or Poft, at least not yet. Item shops are quite generic in this game. They all sort of have the same items available. And you've got like all the late game items, like the elixir, available right at the beginning. Not that you could do it with only 1000 gil, but it's there available if you can afford it. Ship heading out of our little port will take you straight to Poft. Good stuff. Don't think I'm in a situation where I need to heal. No, I think everyone's on full health. Yeah. There's a fine lass. How about you and me go have a drink? With you? Not a chance. Rejected. Bafsk Salamand, once you pass Poft, they say all the cities are under the control of the Empire. Okay. So got weapon shop here. See if we've got anything better. No, we're still on like the basics at the moment. Okay. Paloon's a town of freedom. Want to settle down here with me, handsome? So we've already got cure. Protect might be good, or shell. I'll see what the armor shop's got before I spend it all on magic. So So one of the things about this game is you got to remember to save the game, because it won't give you any like nudges to do it. Like when you go to the inn and heal, like in number 1 it goes, do you want to save? In this one it's like, yep, you got to the inn, no save. So you've got to make sure you save the game. What a pain. And I made that mistake yesterday when I died and I forgot to save. So let's get rid of some of this. We don't need these anymore. That cannot be sold, okay. Thought just try it. Okay, bronze helm. Right, that's probably the best thing I could have done there. Right, we'll see what magic I can actually buy at this point. None. Yeah, I've spent all my money. For a good cause, I think. Let's just save, just in case. I find that a bit cumbersome. They could have like maybe made that a bit better. Just board the ship in front of town and off you go. There we go. Automated naval transportation. Wonder what that was all about, this little section here. So we're into Poft now. This is the port of Poft. Salamander's to the north, and to east is Bafsk. I don't actually remember which one we're supposed to be going to, Salamander or the other one. Bafsk, the city to our east, is under the control of the Empire. They're building something terrible there. Are they all going to say the same thing? Yeah. Oh, Sid, you're here to ride the airship. If you've got the cash, there's no place I can't take you. What a handsome fella this Sid is. You want on the airship, you pay the guy behind me. No idea, okay. Nothing happens. Can I interest you folks on a ride on Sid's Pride and Joy, the only airship of its kind in the world? No matter how far, I'll have to you to your destination in a blink of an eye. Of course, transportation of this fine caliber comes at a cost. Ah, okay. Have you seen the airship? It belongs to a fellow named Sid, who lives right here in Poft. He's the only one around who can fly it. No doubt I'll find like upgraded weapons here now. No, the same. Okay. The same magic as well there. You looking for Sid? He's probably over in the pub. I hear a few gil will get you a ride on that airship of his. Yes, a few. I'm guessing a lot of this is going to be the same. Yep. Just bronze equipment there. Don't need the inn. Items are usually the same. I've already been there. Okay. Now loading, that took a while. Okay, so in Final Fantasy II, it has a unique form of leveling where being attacked gives you more HP, attacking gives you more attack. That's the general gist of it. If you want to upgrade magic, you have to use that as well. I don't think he's got any actual attack in white magic. We can just attack normally now. So by using the magic, I will eventually get more magic points, and the spell will upgrade to do more damage, which takes more MP, which uses your MP to get you more MP. So it works like that. I'll use my little guest white mage to do any healing, and I'll just use the MP of the other guys, I think. Right, this is going to be one of the towns then, I think. This is Bafsk. Okay, everyone's muted. That's a bit strange. But they're okay. As long as the townspeople are okay. Curious thing happened to me. Out of nowhere, a band of 4 surly wizards attacked me. I escaped unscathed when I noticed they had a woman prisoner. At the time, all I could think about was my own safety, and I ended up just leaving her there. There was something particularly odd about the room. Some sort of strange orb was blocking the corridor. The blockade must have been generated by the magic of those surly mages. If the mages were to fall, surely that orb would fall along with them. Okay, that's quite a descriptive message there, given that everyone else is saying nothing. So this is just the place to revive characters if they die. I think it's free in this game, which is nice. That guy looks a bit tougher. Dark Knight. What are you doing just standing around? Move. Okay. We're getting to some better weapons now. Do get a longbow probably first for him. And then we'll work on buying a longsword. We haven't got quite enough money. Haven't got anything to sell either. Okay, we'll just do a quick battle here to get some more money. I don't know how much damage it would have done before, but it's doing 0 now. $25 is still killing things. So Shinra's magic went up, loads of intelligence went up, protect level went up. Right, we're on 200 gil. Let's buy a big guy a better sword. There we go. Right, I haven't got the money, but let's just have a nosy if the magic shop is selling anything different. So yeah, they're selling Flea, the stronger version of Asuna in this game, Silence, okay. Fools, if I get caught talking with you while the Dark Knight's here, I could be killed for dereliction of duty. Nothing happens, okay. So there's something there that we haven't quite got yet. Let's see, was there anything else? Oh, we're already getting up to silver. Made buying that other one a bit of a useless point. Right, I'm just going to do some battles and just get the money for that, just so I can upgrade now. Although it might take a while if I've got these guys. I imagine I'm about to get into a really bad encounter. No, it's more goblins. Oh, we're back into goblin territory. There's like nothing stronger than them at the moment. Not really quite sure what I'm supposed to be doing in this area, whether I should have been going to Salamand, which I think is in the north. So perhaps I'll head there next. I just want to get some more gil so I can just buy this equipment now while I'm here. That's a bit more like it. Could have done with a few more though. That's more like it, 148. But why was that so much more? Seems like there's a bit of variance in the gill. I imagine I'm not going to get about 100 in this one. Escaped. He ran because he was a coward. Okay, I should have enough now for my silver equipment. Oh wow, that's quite significant. Number 5 points. Wasn't a lot of difference in the price, considering the level of upgrade on that. Good hits. Oh, found some antidotes. That's the first item I got in a combat in this game. Oh, something a bit different. But still dies in one hit. I'm assuming this is Salamander. And I am correct. Oh, that'll be good. Ooh, that's quite early on as well. Oh, that'll be nice. I love Joseph, but I know that when I'm around, I just get in his way. At times. You have business with me. You're here for Lady Hilda, a little short in the tooth, aren't you? You kids can't fool me. Mithril? I haven't found any yet. I do have a few leads, but I don't plan on sharing what I do know with a bunch of perfect strangers. I'm going to need you to do a little something to prove you are who you say you are. There's a bunch of people from Salamand who are being forced to work in the cave at Summit Falls. Rescue them and we'll talk. There's a guy who knows all about airships, but why would I tell you who he is? Let me show you my canoe. Maybe that will do something. The Empire has enslaved the men of Salamand and forced them to work in the cave at Summit Falls. Please do what you can to help them. Summit Falls is beyond the mountain range, just south of Salamand. That's where the Empire's been mining its mithril. Oh, battle axe. I haven't got quite enough for another one though yet. Okay. See what else I'm missing out on. They're just bronze. Okay, so they're upgraded. I had a strange dream last night. I was chasing this flame around, but then lost sight of it at Fork of a Road. When I finally caught it, I woke up! Okay. Hang on, what's this cave? Is it a different cave? Pretty sure this is south. Oh, capture card's just been knocked out. Give me a second while I reset it. Wow, something funky's going on with that. Let's reboot it. Right, there we go. And turn it back on again on OBS. Hooray, we're back in business. It's too warm. My poor capture device can't quite work it out when it's too warm. I'm a visionary of vocabulary. Tell me your terms and I'll tell you what the future might hold for you. Shinra, the power of this word holds. Does not bode well for you. Ooh. Boosh, the power of this word holds. Does not bode well for you. DrBlackbarn, the power of this word holds. Does not bode well for you. Minwoo, the power of this word holds. Tends quite well for you indeed. Okay. What about mithril? Does not bode well for you. Does not bode well for you. Does not bode well for you. Would seem rather promising to you. What about wild rose? Does not bode well for you. Does not bode well for you. Does not bode well for you. Appears most auspicious to you. Wow. That, I have no idea what it's about. This place is known as the Arcane Labyrinth. I've been studying it, but to no great avail. Would you like to hear what little I have learnt? It is a peculiar labyrinth in that much of it is sealed by words. Certain words alter the composition and floors to reflect their meaning. The labyrinth is made of interconnected layers, and at the very bottom await ferocious monsters. In order to forge ahead, you'll need to break seals of words. Break the seals and make it to the bottom, and then you'll be able to return to the surface. Make sure you're up to the task if you plan on going forward. Once you enter, there is no way of turning back, and no means of recording your progress. The only other thing I know about are the words. The effects of words vary in relation to other words. The word used to reach the floor and the word used to leave it combine to change things for the better or for the worse. And sometimes they change nothing at all. The effects of words are also vary in relation to whom they are said. This doesn't affect the labyrinth, but is connected to something else. That is all I know right now. That makes zero sense. Should we have a go anyway? Let's have a go. Do you seek to break the seal, then by your word shall the seal be done. Don't know. I used the word mithril. I mean, these guys are easy enough to beat. So I'll just go through this and see what happens, I guess. Oh, there is a well that does nothing. Well, okay, green slime. I haven't gone against these guys yet, so this might be interesting. So I think some people are starting to go up to level 4, is that? Yeah. Trying to see what the battery's like when it's not plugged in. I did have it plugged in for last night's stream. I just wasn't sure whether it needed to be plugged in or not really. And another antidote there. Ooh. Or does that mean I just keep going? What if I run out of words? Who's loafing? Me, I'm not loafing. Wonder what my mum's doing. I feel like this area's not really been explained very well. Floorboards on the verge of coming off. I'd fix it if I could, but I don't have any nails. Another potion. Don't know what I do next. What? That's a bit more hardcore, right? I totally wasn't expecting that. Oh, you're joking, right? Okay, so I'm not ready for this area. Not by much though, it's not like it's that tough. Okay. So what happens here? Is it just game over? Yeah. That's so weird. Okay. Right. I'll try that another time. Pretty sure it's up north, south from where that town was, so I'm kind of going in the wrong direction really, aren't I? Just kind of hoping, to be honest, to just get something that's a bit different that I can level up, a bit like those magicians, but maybe not going to kill me with like level 5 magic. So what we've got here, I've got a canoe place. Where's it go? Seem to remember this area from the PS1 version. I'm pretty sure this is the next area. Yep. Right, so we're sort of starting to gradually go into somewhere with a bit more tougher enemies. It's only the goblin guards though at the moment. Not really quite sure what that does, that crystal. $200 gil from the chest. Okay. Hopefully that means I'm going in the right direction. Eye drops. Okay. Terribly exciting at this point. Potion. Oh. Totally missed that chest there. High potion. Oh, 4 doors. Ooh. Okay, so there's one with stairs. I'm guessing that's the one that I should have gone down. Just interested in what the other doors might have though. Maybe just combats. Oh well. Missing very well. Well done, guys. Yeah, I was right the first time. Ooh, we've got first kind of bomb character now. Let's go for this one. Dead. Right, be free. $200 gil. Wow, really gunning for Boosh, aren't they? This might be the point where I heal her up. There we go. The embodiment of perfect health. Hey there, Shinra. Nice to see you again. You've got a character named after you. For the sub. There's even the main character. Yeah. Oh. It's going pretty easy at the moment, to be honest. Most of these guys die in one hit. I did flip some of the equipment round, so your character's usually a sword user at the beginning of the game, but I gave him a bow to flip things over. And then the girl character, rather than having a bow, has got 2 axes. And the axe guy's got the sword. So it's all changed. Help us, please. Shinra, it's you. You remember me, don't you? Paul, the greatest thief in the world. Am I ever so glad to see you. This is Joseph's daughter, Nellie. I think that dastard Borgun's been holding her hostage to threaten Joseph. Princess Hilda told me to bring her back some mithril, right? That's normally where I step in. I figured out that this is where the mithril was coming from easy enough. So I thought I'd get the jump on you guys and nab the mithril before you could come get here. Oh, they messed up and got caught. Me, of all people. Well, I know when I'm over my head. So long, but don't worry, I'll take everyone here with me. Thanks for saving us. I owe you one. Okay. But the mithril? I'm not really sure if I'm supposed to be going any further into this cave or whether I'm supposed to just like go back now. Is it a lot simpler then, is it, in Japanese? You can actually switch the text to Japanese in this game, in this version. Or is it that the original English translation is really simple compared to that? It's very descriptive, put it that way. Oh, that one actually survived. I'm not really quite sure why. Didn't think they had that much health. Ah, see now, if I... Yeah, I thought I was going to start missing things. Fire tome. Can't remember who's already got fire. That guy. Not sure if it's worth giving it to anyone else at the moment. Big fat zeros. Yeah, this is the PSP one. So I got my PSP connected with my component, which goes into my capture device. Unfortunately, the capture device does play up a little bit, especially in the heat. It's abnormally warm in the UK at the moment, so it's not really handy. Well, you probably know it as well. Even here in the north. Okay, this might be interesting. Not sure in this version whether they blow up or not. I mean, I can kill them. These guys are quite easy. Yeah, I know, the last one has been terrible. What I've got is a Roxio Game Cap HD Pro. Now, usually they're okay. I bought mine second hand off of eBay for cheap. Now, the only problem I have with it, if it's really warm, then occasionally it kind of just sort of disconnects. And then the picture and the sound goes in the capture, but it's still displaying on my TV. So what I have to do is I have to sort of disconnect it from OBS, unplug the wire because it's only USB power supply, plug it back in, and then I can start it back up on OBS. So I don't have to close the stream or anything, I just have to fiddle with it a bit. Now I don't know whether a lot of that's down to the fact I've run it off of a laptop, and maybe there's some differences in the USB port. There's maybe like more fluctuations than you would get in a desktop. That's the only theory I've heard about it, about why it would do that, because there's no separate power supply. It powers itself through the USB. It does show lag in OBS, but if you route it through the capture device into the TV, then the TV image is lagless. I'm not quite sure why it lags on the OBS part. I'm guessing it's because the signal's going through the USB port that's also powering it. But in this case, I've got just a HDMI cable going from the capture device to the TV, and that works okay. I would say go for something more expensive than this. I think I paid about £30. It works, but it does play up in the summer. And it's very noticeable that in the winter it works a lot better, and I can only think it must be the heat. It's the only thing I can think of that does it. Right, so that door was a no-go. Yeah, I mean, everyone says like, what's the big name one? Because I haven't actually bothered getting one. I can't remember what the name is. Is it Elgato? I think that one's the one that most people go for. But I do know that the proper one costs like £100. So it depends on how much you want to invest in it. Yeah. I mean, the three devices I've got to capture, this one was the most expensive, £30. It does HDMI and component. I've never actually tried to see whether it does just regular composite, but I use composite and S-Video with an ease cap, which was about £20. And I've just got a coaxial capture device, which was again about £20, and that sort of plays my Atari, ColecoVision, and Television, those kind of machines. It just saves me routing through a VCR, which is what I used to do. Use the VCR to demodulate the signal to composite, and then took a SCART from the VCR to the SCART to HDMI adapter, which then goes into my capture card, which then goes to the TV. which was a big load of faff. Now I just have this USB device where it just plugs in, bam, that's it. So the only thing that really is problematic now is this one, which does the component HDMI. So I just need to fork out some cash really and buy something a bit more quality. But I'll probably run this one to the ground first and just let it break. And then I'll invest in something a bit more expensive. But it might be just because I bought it second hand. You know, a brand new one or one that's been looked after better might have been okay. Yeah, I mean, this is how bad it is. I found that the USB cable that they sold it with, because it's one of those like square USB ones, I found that their cable didn't really provide enough power, and I ended up actually switching my printer USB cable with the one they supplied, and it works a lot better. So it might be that it just has the wrong USB cable. I don't know how much variance there is in square USB cables. I thought they were just one standard, but apparently not. I'm still doing 0 to these guys. I'm pretty sure I can actually attack these guys, so I might just have to magic these guys. There we go. I forgot where I'm going now. There's a weird kind of delay when you go into those doors. I haven't got it actually plugged in at the moment, so I'm not sure if that's an issue. But the save menu does take a bit of time to kick in. Okay, 2 battles in this room. Oh, that was just a bit hopeful, I guess. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to use magic, but I'm starting to run out of magic points. I'm so desperate not to use any magic against this guy. It's not going to happen though, is it? Right, I'm going to use this guy because he's got the most MP. Right, I might be in trouble if I find any more of these guys, because I do not have a lot of MP left. And unfortunately that Minwoo guy is a white mage and he has no attacking magic. Otherwise it would be alright. Monster in a box. Oh, come off it. These guys ain't got like super weak weapons. Right. Magic it is. Yeah, 0. Painful, right? Oh, you're joking. Come on. Hey. Is that it? Right, I'm getting a bit stuck here now. I think Minwoo can actually escape. So it's something I could do. It just means coming back again, I think. Yeah. Well, I got a teleport toe, which saves me buying one, which I think was about like 1,000 gil. So it, you know, it saved me a bit of money. By being dim, is there like nothing here? Oh, come off it. It's got no MP though. I'm a bit confused about what I should do here. Missed. Great. So the one sort of move I can do with these guys that are not working. Yay! I ran away. Okay, that worked. I'm happy. Yeah, I actually started doing like a no encounter run in 10. I would like to actually complete it one day. In fact, I might, because I played 10 quite a bit recently on stream, and my wife's played it quite a bit on stream. I think I'm gonna try and do a no encounter run for my 10 run when I get there. Right, I'm actually going to try healing this time because I think it might be a good idea. There we go. Eh, rebels. Never thought I'd have to deal with your kind down here. But if you think you're getting mithril, you're right. My mithril blade straight through your heart. Ah, oh, boom. What a line. Yeah, I played Final Fantasy X too much lately. So, start doing it properly. I'll see what I can do when I do a no encounter run. I've done it past Luca before, and then my wife took over my saves. But I could technically, because I did keep the save from Luca, so I got past Luca with no encounters. But then, to be fair, there's not a lot of random encounters at that point, so you don't miss a lot. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, so Star Wars, okay. Hey, if you want to talk about Star Wars, what about the opening to 12? I mean, the rest of the game is completely, like, random, but, well, I say that, actually. There's little, like, bits of 12 that still keep this kind of, like, Star Wars film kind of, like, feeling there. But a lot of the technology, like the airships and that, you don't really see in the game itself. It's just the like, sort of opening videos. Should I protect someone else? Probably should. I did actually do a stream, was it last year? I think it was last year, of Final Fantasy 12. I did 100% it on the PS2 version. I'll tell you what, when you're trying to 100% it, you stray so much from the main game, you just completely forget about the plot completely. Because you're too busy doing all these additional fights, going around dungeons over and over again. You completely forget about the plot, completely forget about it. Just try and do that. And I got the Order of Ambrosia, which is like all the achievements in Final Fantasy 12. Because even the PS2 had the achievement room. I'm trying to think what else there is, what might be good to go against him. Fog work? I doubt it will. How long did 100% take you? Good question. It took quite a long time. The one boss with like loads and loads of HP, that probably took about 20 hours on its own, I think. Because I wasn't really strong enough. I mean, there's quicker ways of doing it, but I think that one boss took 20 hours. It's the one where you got like little red dots on the screen, like as health bars. And my TV actually has marks where I've been like counting how many bars I've got left. Because I've touched the screen with where the bars are, so you can see where all the bars were on the screen because I've been touching them to count them. That took a long time. I managed to get gambits in a way where I think I could have left it for a long time to run on its own. Like one day I think I just went to work and left it on. That's like how how well it went. But when it does change tactics when you get to a certain amount of health. So I found that I had to play it for the last section because the gambits didn't quite cover it. But getting it to that point, you could just leave it. Literally just leave it. So I think it was definitely over 90 hours. Yeah. Definitely over 90 hours. Yeah, I was pretty happy about it. It's like one of my greatest achievements, getting Order Ambrosia on Final Fantasy 12. Because I'm not really a big fan of like doing like the Omega and weapon and all that kind of stuff. I've done it like on Final Fantasy 7. But I don't traditionally go for like the side quest bosses. Not very often. You know, I've got like Anima in Final Fantasy 10. I've done that kind of stuff before. Wow, that was quite hard. That was a hard hit. So he's going to be healing next turn. Ah, ouch. He's in all of life as well at the moment. And he's in all of teleport. No, it's fine. I did actually cure when he got hit. He just got hit before he could heal. I don't know if I got any Phoenix Downs. I don't think I do. This guy's got quite a bit of health. Oh, come on, what's going on with this one? It's probably because I never bothered putting any new equipment on him. I felt like, what's the point? She can probably just do her own potion. Ah, ooh, got lucky there. Got so lucky. I managed to do this without having to turn back and level up. I'll be well amazed. Oh, okay, fair enough. God of War, I've got some of the original games, I just haven't played them yet. Hey, managed to do it. Finished it. Okay, thank you very much. See you soon. Oh yes, well that stat increases, and a mithril axe. Yes, I'll take that. Oh yeah. No problem. Well, I'm giving names to subscribers, so anyone who subs will get a named character. And that's the mithril I was looking for. I'm just wondering whether I can just give teleport. I'll give it to my tank. We've got one. Yes, it worked. Hey, I think it gets more MP though the more you use it. That's the only problem with that one. I gotta go the long way around. I don't know if the number 2 was on DS. It might have been. What's 2 on DS? 2 was on the NES, obviously. It was on PS1, which is when I originally played it on. It was then on GBA, and then this is the PSP version. I don't think there was a DS version. If it was, it would be like the Wonder Swan colour. It would be just on the Japanese. I don't traditionally play the Japanese versions of anything. I play on hardware, and as a European, it tends to be heavily affected by power standards. So traditionally, I don't tend to stray into Japanese. I should have probably healed DrBlackbarn. Might just have a quick look on that actually, and have a quick Google if there was a DS version of number 2. There we go, that'll do probably for him. So no, I don't think there's a DS version, but it did end up on iOS and Android. And that's the most recent releases after this one. So there you go, no DS version. Final Fantasy 3 though has the DS version. Final Fantasy 3 of course being famous for not having released Wonder Swan version. I'm pretty sure the Wonder Swan version was used as a base for the PS1 version, which then was used as a base for the GBA version, which was then used as a base for the PSP version. I think they were very lazy, and I think they just used the data from previous versions. So because the Wonder Swan version never came out for free, they decided to do this 3D version on the DS. So that was the first DS game. It's not. It depends what you regard as a remake. There's more features in this. There's definitely more features than the NES game on this. I would say the PS1 version is more of like a updated graphics, updated music, and then the GBA added a bit more story, I think, and then this version adds lots more features. So it's not a true remake. Like Final Fantasy 3 on DS is a true remake. It's like gone to 3D and named characters and all sorts. This one's more of like a halfway remake where I think it reuses code from previous versions. Whether that means the WonderSwan version used original code from the NES, I don't know. But there's very clear steps in the remakes of 1 and 2. Right, so he's healed. I'll just make sure I get around to using the inn. So I'm doing the entire series of Final Fantasy. Yeah, it looks quite pretty. The sound's quite nice as well in this version. I'm glad I got this. So I played Final Fantasy 1 on the PlayStation 1. I have since got the PSP version of Final Fantasy 1, so next time I replay this I will play it on the PSP version. So I'm playing disc number 2, Final Fantasy 2 on PSP. I do have the PS1 version and the PSP version for this. I believe there's no Vita games of Final Fantasy other than 10 and 10-2. I could be wrong about that. There might be some of the later ones on there, but that's the only Vita one I do know about, the HD version of 10 and 10-2. So there's always the Android version on your mobile phone. Right, okay, the daughter's back here now. Thanks for saving me. Great. So when I get to Final Fantasy 3, yeah, I'm going to be playing the PC version just because it's easier to stream. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, a lot of mine I'll probably try and play on PC. I don't know. I might try and play the originals. So I've done PS1 for Final Fantasy 1, doing PSP for Final Fantasy 2. 3 I'm going to play on Steam on PC. 4 I've got the complete collection on PSP, which I think is another like a 2D rebranding of graphics, so I'm going to play that on the PSP. 5 is a bit of a funny one. I do have 5, the PS1 port, but again I'll probably just play the PC version. And the same again for number 6. I've got it on PS1, but I'll probably play the PC version. And then at 7, 8, 9, it's just between this nostalgia of playing the PS1 version or playing on PC with some of the features, I guess. Well, the DS remakes is the same as the PC version. They've literally rebranded the DS version and ported it to PC. I'm not a fan of the 3D re-imaging of Final Fantasy 3, so they did it with Final Fantasy 4 as well, and I would like to give the 2D remake on PSP of Final Fantasy 4 a shot, because I think it'll look quite nice. It'll be like this but for Final Fantasy 4. I really do like Final Fantasy 4 as well, so I'd really like to try that. I have tried the 3D version of Final Fantasy 4 and I don't know, the voiceovers, I'm just not used to it. So I'll play it eventually, the 3D version, but I haven't finished it. Okay, so Joseph's saying, it looks like you managed to save my daughter, thank you. That cowardly Borgin has been threatening Nelly to get to me. Forgive me if there's anything I can do to help. All you got to do is ask. The cave behind Summit Falls used to be an old mithril mine. The deepest parts of the cave still have mithril deposits. He's just talking about... Okay. So let's turn about the mithril. You'd better get that mithril back to Altair. Princess Hilda is waiting for you. Okay. He doesn't know anything about anything else. Yeah. So I've got 3, 4 after years if you include that. 5, 6. But I've also got Crisis Core, 7, Dirge of Cerberus, 8 and 9. So yeah, you're right, it's about 10 games, yeah. Including this one. Right, I'm just thinking if there's anything I want to buy. There probably is, there's probably some spells. Oh yeah, Revenant Wings as well, you're right, yeah. Yeah. Ah, you see. If you look at my little ticker thing, I've decided I'm going to do the tactics games as well. Now in this country we didn't get the original tactics on PS1, but I do have, if I just like go into my little corner here. So when I was prepping for this kind of marathon, I decided I was just going to buy every other game. So we got Final Fantasy for PSP. Like I said, I was already playing the PS1 version by the time I got this, so that's ready for next time. I'm currently playing the PSP version of Final Fantasy 2. That's what we've got now. No Final Fantasy 3 unfortunately, but we do have Final Fantasy 4, including the After Years. Some really nice stuff in here as well. And then you have a little pop out bit here. So this is still Final Fantasy 4. Some stuff in there as well. Yeah, I mean, I got Crystal Chronicles as well. I haven't included it in the list at the moment. Because I've tried to keep to just the main series. And I've been very loose with like the tactics games. Because they are technically part of the Evilis section. So the other games I got was... I'm just trying to like cover the price. I paid £4 for it, whatever. There's Crisis Core, so I've never played that before, so there's that to play when we get to Final Fantasy 7. After Final Fantasy 7, we've got the Dirge of Cerberus on PS2. Again, that's something I've just bought, so that's not something I've played before. Now this is where we get tricky, because we've got Final Fantasy 12 and Tactics. Like I said, Tactics never did come out here. I just thought I've also got War of the Lion somewhere. Where have I put that? Well, I've got Final Fantasy Advance, War of the Lions will come first, and then we've got 12. I've got Zodiac Age on PC now, so I'm going to play that one. And then I've got Revenant Wings. I have no idea how I'm going to stream Revenant Wings yet, because I have no way of capturing on a DS. So we've got a legit DS cart. Now my wife does own a 3DS, and I heard there's a way of soft hacking a 3DS to stream. I really like 12 as well. I'm so glad I managed to get 100% on it and get the Ambrosia award. I'm so happy about that. That was like my biggest achievement in a video game, I think, getting 100% in that. I'm just a bit confused about where my War of the Lions have gone, so I'm just going to double check it's still there. There we go. There's War of the Lions as well. So I think the very rough, like, chronological order is War of the Lions, Vagrant Story. Oh my god, I love Vagrant Story. Vagrant Story is going to be played. And then I think it's Final Fantasy Advance. Then Final Fantasy 12. Then Revenant Wings. And then finally Final Fantasy A2. Tactics A2. That's the one game I haven't got a copy of yet, but considering I haven't quite figured out how I was going to actually stream a DS or a 3DS game, I've just kind of left buying that one until I'm a bit closer to actually thinking about streaming it, so I'm avoiding that one at the moment. Last fight with the 5 dudes was too much for me, I didn't do it. Just trying to think which one that one was. Oh, yeah. It did take me a long time, to be fair. In answer to your question 14, I'm a bit of got a funny thing about paid for subscriptions for games, so I've heard loads of people say 14 is absolutely amazing. I totally believe them. I just don't like paying for subscriptions, so 11 and 14 I have never played. I wish it was free to play. I don't mind paying for the game. I'll pay for the game. I'll happily play full price. I just don't like monthly subscriptions. I feel really bad, but that's just the way it is. So, yeah. But I hear it's good, and I feel really bad. I feel like I should try and play 14 and 11 at some point. Right, I want to get at least one life. So that sucked up a lot of money already. Sorry, I've gone on a complete tangent really, haven't I? Hope that's okay. But yeah, so there's going to be a lot of games played. Once I've played through the whole entire series, I would like to play the extra games like Crystal Chronicles. Now I actually have like the Game Boy Advance adapters, so I've tried Crystal Chronicles with the adapter to play on a Game Boy Advance. It didn't quite work for me really, so I did actually end up playing on the GameCube controller like normal players when you're playing player 1. I'm not a great fan of the Game Boy Advance adapter for GameCube. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. I felt like if I had that sort of amount of time, I would probably try and do things like that, but unfortunately, as a working man, doing quite long hours, I don't really have that chance, unfortunately. I think I fear wasting my money paying for a subscription for a game I might not necessarily play enough, so it's more just me. Just thinking I probably won't play enough. But hey, when I become a full-time streamer, I can play it. So I have been doing incentives for playing some of the extra games, so I'm tempted to play the Legends series, so Final Fantasy Legends on the Game Boy. Well, the Game Boy. So for every subscription I'm going to do another game or maybe another series, we'll see. But I would like to add Crystal Chronicles and Legends to maybe a future playthrough of the series. Right, they just got bronze in this one. I'll just see if there's any better items here. I don't think there is. Yeah, I've got everything here. I might just sell my old axe. Right, I think that's it. I need to find my way back to Altair now. Now I could just use the airship, but I'd probably just do the battles. Wow, when I played it when the PS1 came out, I thought it was an amazing game. It did suffer as a non-true Final Fantasy game of being forced to release before it was fully finished, so some of the second half of the game just feels a bit rushed. But it was a very different style, and there's lots of little different things you can do. There's like a new game plus mode, so there's replayability there. There's like things like molding weapons out of old ones, so you can like adapt weapons and get stronger weapons. There's like a pyramid of weapon development, little things like that. Lost Odyssey, my wife's got it and she said she couldn't get on with it, but it looks like my sort of game, so I can definitely stream it at some point. Definitely. I'll put it on 360. Oh, she has it on 360, and I'll play her version. But I would very much like to play Lost Odyssey. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, I suspect it's probably a bit too. Oh, I don't want to insult her because she likes things like Grandia, and she does play Final Fantasy X a lot. But I don't think Lost Odyssey is really for her. Yeah, anything can be the true Final Fantasy 13 though. I'm not a fan of 13 in terms of the combat. I think there's a lot of other things they got wrong, like no towns, no NPCs, menu shops, just dotted around the game. When I first played 13, I was like, okay, where's the town? Surely we can get to a town and speak to an NPC at some point. I could probably survive without it, but it was the combat which really got to me. I just auto-battled so hard in Final Fantasy 13, there was no reason to select any commands at any point in the game. 13.2 though, wow, 13.2, that is a good game. Well, like a B-rated, B-level game, 13.2 is good. And I have played Lightning Returns, I just haven't finished it yet. There was good things about Final Fantasy 13. It is too much to knock it like it's just the worst game in the world. Where am I? I just realised I'm on a weird part of the map. I don't think I've gone east enough before going down. Yeah, I think 13 gets harsh criticism. I think some of it's justified. But I think 13 was probably the start of Square Enix doing what everyone else is doing and realising that RPGs cost a lot of money to make. I don't think that traditional JRPG really exists anymore. The Star Ocean, but we're kind of scraping the barrel really at this point. Yeah, I know which one you mean. I quite like just the opening intros of a lot of the Final Fantasies as well. Even the updated ones for the remakes of this one and the new one are quite nice. But the sort of intro to Final Fantasy VIII, that gets to me every time. I quite like that. Which is funny because I really hated Final Fantasy VIII when it first came out. But I've grown to love Final Fantasy VIII and the trailer. Right, I think I'm on the right side of this mountain now, so I'll go ahead and get back to where I should be. Okay, see you in a bit. So for those joining the stream, we have got a Final Fantasy playthrough, kind of like a casual storyline playthrough. This is not speedruns as such. I'm just going at my own pace. I played Final Fantasy 1 on the PS1 version. I'm now playing the PSP version of Final Fantasy 2, real PSP, with the component capture wire for the 3000 model. I'll probably be playing the PC version of Final Fantasy 3. I got a feeling I'm going the wrong way. Yep. There is incentives for those who subscribe. I've had a couple of people subscribe on Twitch or Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime. So I'm very grateful for those subscriptions. If I do get any more, I will be playing the Final Fantasy Legends series on Game Boy. Hopefully, if we get subscribers before I finish Final Fantasy 2, I can keep to sort of like the chronological release order and do Final Fantasy Legends next. Would be pretty cool. But otherwise, I'll move on to Final Fantasy 3 after this game. And I'm also naming characters after subscribers, so kudos to people like ShinraRecoded who subbed the other day, so they got their name as a character. DrBlackbarn as well was a recent subscriber, so he's got a character named after him in this as well. Unfortunately, we've got so few characters in this one, so I've had to cut everyone's names down to a shorter name. Minwoo is just a sort of like a guest character. The fourth character is actually named after Koneta, who was my first subscriber, so thanks to Koneta for subscribing a little while ago. And also Boosh as well as a female character. So she will likely get all the female characters for the time being. Unless of course there's any other female subscribers around. I suspect we probably just assume everyone's male unless they say so, unless they say different, what the name suggests a female. But until I know, Boosh is going to be the only female subscriber name. And what I've done is I've given the woman character, which is Boosh in this playthrough, 2 axes. Because I think it's a bit stereotypical to give like the girls or the women like bows and those sort of weapons, bows and staves. So I decided I was going to give her, you know, the axes, yeah, proper like warrior berserker. Okay, I somehow managed to walk all the way around. Oh, thank you very much, ChiefBones for following. Much appreciated. Thank you. You are a top bloke. Right, I think we don't have any other items. The only thing that we might have from this one, hype, is maybe some magic. If I can find the magic shop in this town. That's items. I might have forgotten to pick up some spells from here the first time because of a lack of money. Yeah, okay. So we've got blink, protect and shell. So I'm trying to do a bit more unconventional in this one. So the main character's got cure and life. Might give protect to him. I'll give shell to Shinra, and I'll give blink to Boosh. So we're proper mixing it up in this playthrough. I've got an extra fire one, but unless I need to sort of give it to somebody else, I'm just going to leave it be. I think that's everything I need to get from here. And yeah, just go through the lake. And we're nearly back at Altair with the Mithril. Here we go. Let's get these out of the way. Easy peasy enemies at this point. I seem to remember the PS1 version being a lot harder than this, I'll be honest. I don't know whether they've just managed to balance the game so the beginning is a bit earlier, a bit easier. I imagine that's what they've done, and then the bosses later, because I think the bosses have got significantly more HP in this version. Oh, wrong place. Ah, I've gone to the wrong place. Okay, right, we'll go here. There we go. Right, now do I give the Mithril to the blacksmith, or do I talk to the queen about the Mithril first? I'll find out. Okay, we're learning about the dreadnought now. The Empire is using people with baths to build the dreadnought. The dreadnought itself is a massive, heavily armed airship. A man named Sid, the former captain of Finn's Order of the White Knights, built an airship. A ship that sails the skies, but the airship captivated him, mind and soul, and he soon left Flynn. Okay. We are poorer for his absence. I am told he now lives in Poft, granting travellers passage on his airship for a price. Step 1, make airship. Step 2, question mark, question mark, question mark. Step 3, perfect. He then uses this money to make further refinements to his airship, or so the story goes. You found the Mithril! Now we'll finally be able to fight the Empire on equal terms. Please take the Mithril to Tobal, the town blacksmith. I'm certain he'll be able to use it to make some magnificent weapons. Brilliant. Okay. Should we bother talking to the king? He's still alive, right? Yeah. Nothing happens. What? The Empire would dare build such a weapon? This is the first I've heard of such a thing. So that's the way of it. They didn't tell me for fear of worrying me. Yeah, I've just kind of ruined it, haven't I? Right, that's bits I've already seen. Okay, let's move on. So off to the blacksmith we go. I believe is this one. Here we go, have some mithril. Ho ho, that's mithril, it sure is. I've been waiting for the chance to work with this metal for as long as I can remember. Alright, leave the rest to me. Swords, armour, you name it, I'll start pounding it out. It's been too long since I've let my hammer ring. You can buy the equipment I made over the shop counter. This will keep my hands full, I'll tell you that. Oh, so I'm still going to have to pay for it. So you're no better than Sid. You really are no better than Sid. No time to talk, there's work to be done. So this must be a mithril person? Yeah. I can afford some of it. Okay, that's a reasonable increase, I think. What am I doing now? Have I got to go back to the Queen? Oh, yeah, there's something like people here. Okay. Blow that dreadnought to smithereens. Okay, dreadnought time, I guess. If the dreadnought is completed, it will unleash a horror and scale the world has never known. Please, you must destroy it before this is allowed to happen. I'm going to join the rebel army and fight the Empire too. Okay, mate. Sure. Right, let's go. Talk to her. The Dark Knight overseeing the dreadnought's construction was most capable. Fortunately for us, he's tending to other matters now. The theft of the mithril has likely knocked the Empire off balance. I would like you to journey to Bathsk. If we're to stop the dreadnought from being completed, this may be our only chance. We have a man in Bathsk. He's found a way to reach the dreadnought. I want you to destroy it. At the very least, find a way to delay its completion. I have full confidence that with you and Minwoo on this task, it will be accomplished. Okay. Right. So we're going back to the town we were in. I got to go the long way around because I was didn't go the same way, which is a bit of a shame. Oh well, it's a few more battles. I don't know whether I should put like Shinra in the front row just so he gets attacked a bit more and get his health up because he's currently on the lowest. Okay. Right, we'll go on and do the next bit, and then I might call it a night. How long have we been streaming for? About 2 hours. Yeah. I'll go and do the Dreadnought bit. And then I'll probably leave it for the night. So I'll do a bit more. Shame I have to go a long way around, but that's the way it goes. Now I remember in like the PS1 version of this at least, the main difficulty of getting equipment too early is that you don't get hit enough to raise your HP, which then leads you to getting hit more easily by magic and then dying. So I remember it being a tricky balance between not buying the equipment so quick to raise your HP so you do not die from magic attacks. So we'll see how that goes, about whether I have to sort of maybe take the armor off and go against some easier guys and just let the HP raise for a bit. DrBlackbarn is currently on like 216, and then the other two are a bit weaker at the moment because their armor has been better, I think. So there's the dreadnought there, you can see. I'm pretty sure that's a dreadnought. Yeah, I think that is. Should have probably been using magic here to use my magic points up and get some higher MP. So I might do that now actually while I got a chance. Just before I go on to the next bit. Particularly for Shinra, because he's only on like 16 MP at the moment. I'll just do some magic galore, level them up a bit. And then raise his MP hopefully in the process. Now I'm not working on a Friday daytime, so I may do a longer stream tomorrow night. We'll see how that goes as well. It might be if I just get too tired and have to just do the same amount I've been doing. But it should be at least 2 hours again, at least, minimum. That's going to be that done. Hopefully he gets MP up. Hang on. Boosh's MP goes up. How is his MP not gone up when I used all but one? That is mad. Everyone else's went up. I might as well just use it all and hope for the best. Just want it to be a bit more than 16, given that he's the curer and the lifer. I also don't know if you need to use magic in a Shinra Spirit. I'm a bit surprised that his MP didn't go up, given it's now on 0. It should do. I'll try one more battle, see what happens. Ah, you're joking, right? Is it just not going to go up at all? Back to work. Work, I say. If we even finish the day sooner, my glory will be that much greater. Okay. So I have to trade to Borgen. Still good about the MP not going up. That's just cheeky, that is. Right, I'm doing those two just in case I need to like suddenly like heal somebody. I think it's got much easier than they were in the Dark Knight. It's hard to believe that a bumbling idiot like Borgen could become a general in the Imperial Army. Oops. He didn't hear that. So you're the ones that sent to destroy the Dreadnought. Don't worry, I'm on your side. There's an entrance to the sewers up ahead. It's the way leading to the Dreadnought. Be careful. If they see us talking to me, start to get suspicious, so I'm out of here. Good luck. So we're now on the cave section. Plenty of charge still left. That's interesting. I'm glad there's a lot of charge in it, even when it's using the capture device wire. Well, I'm going to try and risk using some magic to try and get his MP up. Otherwise, I'll just stay on 16 forever. Although I actually have to hit the damn thing first. I want an MP up. Oh, so he could wield, double wield. Okay. Didn't think with that sort of sword he could. Did attacks. There we go, MP's gone up. Longbow, I think he's already got longbow. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to do any more magic now because it has like got magic MB gone up, so I'll leave it for now. Alright, these guys can handle. That's alright. Dead end. More dead ends. The encounter rate in this game, at least between the PS1 version of number 1 and the PSP version of number 2, which I'm playing now, is a lot better. So in the PS1 Final Fantasy 1 version, it just seems like doing one step would sometimes get an encounter very regular, especially if you sort of was running away from encounters. It just seemed to happen more. I don't think it was, I think it's just pure randomness, hence the one tile movement and encounter rate, but still. You're too late, the dreadnought is complete. I've been working behind the scenes to see the project through to completion. End your resistance, kneel before your emperor. This is the only alternative left to you. Consider what I've said. When the time comes, we'll meet again. Hehehe. Looks like you came all this way for nothing. See for yourselves. I tell you, like a Final Fantasy 6C into 4. That kind of like maniacal laughter. That was Final Fantasy 6, right? Yeah. Oh dear, let's run away. Right. I think I'm gonna call it a night for tonight. Thank you so much for my new followers, CloudyMusic and ChiefBones.